second.
I have a new album coming out on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. I didn't intentionally do it like that, but that's when it's coming out, yeah. It's called Lost in New York. Well, I grew up in New York. I was born and raised in New York. I still live in New York. Never lived anywhere else. And I think definitely one of the best things about New York is just walking around aimlessly with no destination. And that's what I would do a lot when I was growing up. Well, when it's not freezing, basically. When it's somewhat nice out, you could just walk anywhere and you might bump into someone that you know, and they would say, I'm going over here, I'm doing this, and then you would say, okay, I'll do that too. So I think that's the best thing about New York. I don't really write any songs just on the guitar. I did when I was growing up, but the type of music that I make and the type of music that I want to make, it doesn't really work to write on a guitar. I don't really know how I make songs, but it's like a different way every time. Every time I write a song, I'm just trying to understand how I do it. So yeah, I mean, I generally use a lot of like synthesizers, drum machines, guitars, basses, anything. I like to use all instruments. I just consider that I can play any instrument because when you're recording, all you need to do is do whatever it is, the part that you need to do. It's not that I need to be a virtuoso on every instrument. I can just be like somewhat passable and it'll be okay in terms of recording a part. I generally like to use old stuff, like vintage analog stuff. So like old analog synths and old drum machines and stuff like that. But in terms of playing live, we're actually doing, more modern stuff where we are using Ableton Live to control vocal effects. So they're all automated. So like all the delays and stuff are just all automated because we write those in. And then also my guitar delay pedal is connected with MIDI to Ableton Live. And we're connected with these drum pads that my drummer has. So we're doing all that kind of stuff in the live setting. But in terms of recording, I like to use like really old school, kind of just old analog stuff from like the 70s and 80s. I don't know why, but that's what I like. I like to be able to touch knobs and stuff like that in terms of just being able to move things around. And then on a screen, it doesn't really work for me to with a mouse, just move stuff around. I like to be able to touch things.
Now spin it around.